I had that time perfect. Guys, namaste. Happy Wednesday. God bless. How are all of you? I'm getting pretty damn good at that, man. Timing Facebook pretty good. Keeping that thing going. But it's getting a little warmer outside up here in New England. But happy Wednesday to all of you guys. Got a question for you, though, before I jack in tonight's segment here. When these words here I'm going to mention, give your assumption of them from a personal perspective as you think about what I'm saying here. Listen, enthusiasm, excitement, motivated, happy, joyful, and blissful. A lot of you probably say gratitude and, harmony, per se. What if I told you those are components that are probably missing from your life, missing from my life for many moons? And it's something that I actually have to work on. I'm sorry, that I work on daily with that. And that basically is confidence. The whole point of America's Mentor is for me to share information with you guys about transformation. Transformation is simple. It's you just changing your energy. Why? Because your energy is all around you. You're like this ball of energy and you're attracting all these things in your life. That's the whole point of transformation. When you don't have confidence, which is defined by Webster's and Oxford as a state of feeling certain about the truth of something, when you're not emitting that kind of energy, life can only give you the direct opposite of what you're trying to have, be, and do. And granted, I'm living proof on that in many ways, man, because I mean, when I first started doing these shows, I think I've hit 1,000 of them over the last 4 or 5 years. I used to do them in the middle of the night. If you guys remember me, I would get up. Oh, yeah, I'm going to work. Oh, bullshit. I was building confidence, man. Confidence is a huge part of this component of your mental toolbox that you need to work on every day. I do, and granted, I have a blast doing it because life starts showing me better things to be more confident about. And all this came about from a reel from Kevin Trudeau, and great infomercial salesman back in the day. Actually did time. The guy did time in, this guy could sell sand in a bucket. He was that good. He did time in prison, I guess, for some kind of contempt of court thing. I have no idea. Did all that time, came out, and within a year or two made all his millions back, and now has a big podcast out there and just sharing the information like I do about deceased notables and influential people and scripture. And it's just, I love how people don't give up, because his confidence level was always way up, way up there. And he had a great start to this reel. He said, luck isn't random, it's created. And to me, when I gave up that notion that luck was, it's a random thing. It's not. If you break it down metaphorically, it's basically cause and effect. And one of the comments from his reel was perfect on the assumption of this, because if you can grasp it for yourself and realize there is no luck out there, it's a mental construct that society has given us. There is no luck, only attraction in your life. And what kind of energy are you emitting? Are you emitting a confident energy every day? Life is going to give you indeed more of that. And the comment the comment that was left was perfect. Luck usually looks random from the outside. From the inside, it's built by daily choices, consistency, and the courage to show up before the results do. I think that guy's been reading Neville Goddard, Living in the End kind of thing. But that's basically what it is. If your desire is so strong and vivid and you can taste it, feel it, and touch it, life can only give it to you. That's the beauty of you. The paradox is we do it from the backwards sense. In other words, maybe it'll come. Hopefully it'll come. If I have good luck, maybe I'll win today. That's not what they call assertiveness in your character. Your character is a hopeful outcome. You got to have a certain outcome. What you want indeed. Well, we all deserve what we truly desire. You look in the mirror every day and you vocalize that kind of assertiveness of who you are every day, and you practice that. Granted, the mirror technique has been around for centuries. When they invented the mirror, for crying out loud, it's people taking a deep look inside their soul, and they're saying, "Well, this is who I am, and I'm going to practice this every day." because you don't just wake up one day and say, wait, I'm a millionaire. You can vocalize it, you can feel it, all the attributes with it, and you're going to start attracting situations and opportunities to create those millions. That's how simple it is. But society has told us, no, it's random luck. You keep pushing the narrative and you try your hardest, maybe someday you're going to receive what you want. And you wonder why people don't have any confidence, man. I mean, to me, it's like when I was warned the day I left school. Oh, you're never going to make it. Nothing is going to happen. You're going to be struggling all your life. I mean, that was their perspective back then. But now I say to myself, okay, that's fine with you. I mean, you can follow that construct in life and believing everybody else's assumption of you. They're creating an identity that you're actually believing in. You're taking it hook, line, and sinker. You let go of that narrative. You follow your path. You follow your desires. You follow your dreams. Life can only and will only give you more of that. Enthusiasm is awesome because when you push that narrative every day, and I love the way Emerson said it, because he said, shallow men believe in luck. Strong men believe in cause and effect. Enthusiasm is a small part of it, but indeed a powerful part of it. You believe that what you're doing every day, I mean, life is going to show you the synchronicities to match it. And think about this guy, because I'm going to get into Lynn Taggart's book, The Field, because it's all about creating a better magnet for yourself. Yes, indeed, I said it again, because until people grasp what kind of energy they're emitting, they're never going to get what they truly desire. You have to change the magnet. And all these little components that I mentioned here at America's Mentor are all just breadcrumbs as part of the list, the success list, as they say. And who the hell noted that? Where the hell? Oh, I'm gonna mention that. Give me a second. The best revenge is massive success. So anybody who's ever doubted you, let it go. Let it go. And I'm going to mention who that person was, and that's a little quiz for you guys. But think about this. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. I like that from Seneca. That's great, because when you're pushing a narrative every day of who you are, and you're doing it with a level that is emitting an energy, life is going to show you more opportunity to do that. It has shown me in the most amazing ways, because I was taught at a very young age, no, because you're leaving school, you can't have that. And in all these books that I read, you have to go to college. I mean, it's crazy. Believe in yourself. Believe in who you are. Believe in the person that you can become. All of this is going to grow in your life. But you have to work on what? Your confidence level in who you are as a person. Now imagine, and here I am. I state a lot here in America's Mentor. I actually make fun of that. I'm hitting what, 5.5, almost 5'6", proudly, thank you. But when I read about this guy and his bio and the quote that I had mentioned to you guys, the best revenge is massive success. If you guys got an idea who I'm talking about, that guy was almost the same size as me. But he had a hack for creating massive confidence that really propelled his career to an iconic level. I mean, not just, it's iconic to this day. I mean, his music is still played. His movies are still out there. But he was hitting, what, 5'6"? He had like a size 8 shoe. And I feel proud with a 9.5 here, mind you. But he had to boost his confidence because he had this beautiful voice. But he was a little man. And the presence on a stage, being a little man back then, wasn't really the thing to do. You had to be in the 5'8" or above. So what did he do? He had somebody create shoes to make him look taller. And I can never do that. But he understood, and this confidence hack was all he did was he spoke louder and he would breathe deeper. He raised the volume of his voice and spoke with assertiveness because his music was beautiful. But when you look at him, you're like, wait, this man is a little person. I mean, how can that be? And this man was Frank Sinatra. And when I read his bio, I'm saying to myself, that's freaky, man. That's awesome, because he was as insecure as we all are. Granted, he had we all have a gift. He had a gift, but he couldn't articulate it the right way. He had to learn mentally how to become a bigger person, because he had this big voice and a little body. And when I read about that, it just shows you in life that we're all given something, but we have to make adjustments in ourselves, in our abilities to articulate it even better. And the minute you start doing that, guess what you gain? More confidence. His hack for confidence was breathing deep and speaking louder. The paradox is, yeah, the loudest person in the room is also the weakest one in the room. Indeed, you probably heard that. That indeed is true. But he mirrored that with his music. He mirrored that with his confidence. He mirrored that with his stage presence. We're all actors on a stage every single day of our life. It's a matter of you putting out that energy that you want in a confident way that shows the world who you are. And when you stop being afraid to show the world who you are, you will indeed breathe deeply, speak louder, and show a better presence of yourself. Because when you command success, I mean, success is not random luck. It's you commanding it from the universe and acting in accordance with it. And whatever success or whatever defines success for you is whatever it is. But it's you going out every single day and showing the world who you are. People ask me who I am all the time. I have no problem explaining who I am, which I really don't have to anyway. I just kind of show the presence in myself and what I become. And that kind of answers the question. Do you have that definitive in your life as well? When you have that kind of title, when you have that kind of confidence, indeed, and granted, this is something that we have to work on every day, because when you look on social media and you do the scrolling, it only defines a world that's so enveloped in hope, and they're begging for change, and they're begging for all these things in life. When you can get assertive in who you are in life, you don't need that. You really don't. And if you do read it like I do as research and psychological patterns and people's profiles, when you can read that without emotion, you've conquered it. You realize who you are as a person. And Lynn Taggart had an awesome book. It's called The Field. And it's all about the magnetism of us and how we project it out every day. Confidence is a huge factor in growing you as a person, because it's not about effort. I mean, I'm telling you right now, because effort is a strain and a natural effect of the person that you are. And pushing that narrative every day is going to bring you all you see. But when you're forcing it, trying to force life to be the person you want to be, it can't, because you're showing life lack. And like energy attracts like energy attracts like energy. I'm getting ahead of myself here. But I love her quote on this, and I'll let you guys enjoy your Wednesday. We need to realize that we are observers and creators. Remember that. We are. I just answered that question. What I observe every day, I learn from it and I create from it. You start observing in life better how life is reacting to you. That's the point. This is what she's getting at. How life is reacting to you, you got to observe that. If things keep happening the way you don't want, it's not life's fault. You can't blame life anymore. You got to look in the mirror. You got to realize, who am I? What am I sending out? If you're not meeting the right person and you're desiring love, you're begging for it. Life can only give you more beggars. You have to give a confidence level of that person that you want to be and meet that same kind of person. You attract your equal. Remember that. There's no more excuses about that. You attract your equal. Your equal what? Energy in life. We need to realize that we are observers and creators. And in every moment that we are observing our world, we're constantly remaking it in every instant. Indeed, every second of every thought that goes by in your life, you're creating. So why not take advantage of the time that we are here, using that time wisely, observing what you're creating, what you're drawing to you in life. If it's not what you want, figure it out. And most importantly, think about your confidence level, because if you're not confident, but you have all these big dreams and desires, don't even go for the dreams and desires. Work on your confidence level first. The vision doesn't go away. You never lose your dream. It's going to gnaw at you like a friggin' gnat the rest of your life until you pursue it. But you have to build your confidence level up. What Frank Sinatra did would be categorized now as OCD. The guy took 4 to 12 showers a day. He would bathe in lavender. He had all these different things just to make himself feel better about who he was. He loved it. He loved every aspect of it. What are your quirks in life that make you feel better? I love what I do for my quirks in life, because it boosts my what? My confidence. It boosts what? My energy. It boosts what? My field. Indeed, you have to create a better field around you to attract a better life for you. So think about that for yourself. Happy Wednesday. Remember, luck isn't random. Luck is created. What kind of life are you creating? What kind of abundance do you want? Look in the mirror at who you are and realize that it all starts within. When you take responsibility for who you are, life can only give you all the abundance that you seek, guys. So America's Mentor _radio, Instagram, #America's Mentor on YouTube. Much love. As I always say to YouTube and Instagram, you guys are promoting the snot out of me. You're awesome, and I'm sorry I said snot. But enjoy your Wednesday, guys. I hope this helps. So you got to be confident, man. Practice on that. Remember, you don't, like I said before, I'm being repetitive, but it's real important. You're not going to lose your dream. You have to build up the energy to create more opportunities for your dream. Work on the inside first. The outside will catch up later. Enjoy your Wednesday, guys.